Oh, hey there, buds. I was just out for a rip, and I thought I'd come back and say, hey, I'm Canadian Cactus here, and today we are going to be discussing a weapon that I have been trying to get for a ridiculous amount of time. Basically, I've been trying to get this roll since the launch of Season of the Splicer, but once people found out I still didn't have it, bro, I got legit cyberbullied. Like, I got roasted by so many people who got this. We're gonna talk about that, but just before we do you guys like deals? How about incredible deals? Because right now, there is a sale on Advanced GG, the best and only clinically proven gaming supplement out there. I use it all the time. There's two bundles, both have my flavor. One has Travel Danielle's strawberry banana flavor. The other has Sir Demetrius's sour watermelon flavor. And if you click the link in the description down below, you'll see these bundles and they are 50% off, but only for about 24 more hours, guys. Absolutely get on it. Definitely the best time to try or stock up on Advanced GG. Love the stuff. Use it all the time. All right, now, why am I getting cyberbullied more than usual? Okay, so it all started with Destin of Fireteam Chat tweeting out, oh, is this a good Chroma Rush roll? And I was like, bruh, this is the roll I've been trying to get since launch. And once people found that out, what seems like every single day, people are sending me pictures of them with these rolls being like, hey, Kackis, did you get it yet? Did you get it? Is this a good roll, Kackis? And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But finally, in the last couple of days, I got my Chroma Rush roll. So, was it worth it? Was it worth going through all of this and spending literally probably 5,000 plus data on focusing engrams trying to get this roll? And what is that roll? Well, let's start off with that. It is the combination of Subsistence plus Rampage. And that is absolutely an incredible combination. So, Subsistence says defeating targets partially reloads the magazine from reserves. And then, of course, Rampage provides a temporary damage increase, stacks up to 3 times after defeating targets. Now, this combination is really, really deadly because not only for getting a kill are you getting a damage increase, you're getting your magazine refunded. And as you can see in the background gameplay, when you are doing a little bit of a lower level content, it's quite easy to go infinite. Like, you will see me kill a bunch of enemies and I do not reload. If you're playing carefully enough, you can probably do an entire lost sector, for example, without ever reloading your gun a single time. Because especially when you get the damage increases of Rampage, when you're sitting at Rampage times 3, you're getting way more ammo back from Subsistence than the ammo you need to expend to kill an enemy. Also, Subsistence got a massive buff, I think just with this season, because previously, Bungie made it so that Subsistence would massively reduce the amount of reserve ammo you could carry. And so I've kind of always been high on this perk. I've always thought Subsistence is pretty darn good and fantastic when you are slaying out on red bars in normal activities like Gambit, like strikes, lost sectors, seasonal activities. It's always been good, but with some gun types, it really hasn't been great. Specifically, hand cannons and SMGs don't have the biggest reserves. And so when you slash that with Subsistence, they can sometimes run out of ammo, or at least previously, they would run out of ammo. I've always thought, hey, put one SMG ammo finder mod on, and you're pretty much good to go, and you really would be, but using an SMG finder mod is kind of a feels bad moment when you're using that over a shotgun finder, a rocket launcher finder, right? And so that was always the problem. But with the buff, there is now quite literally no downsides to using Subsistence. Not only that, but there was an additional upgrade to the Subsistence perk where previously auto rifles would get kind of more ammo back than normal, I think around 17%, whereas with other gun types it would be less, like 10%. Now everything is getting that bigger auto rifle amount back into the magazine. Now we're talking about an auto rifle today, so it doesn't necessarily apply too much, but again, Subsistence is better across the board. And here on a Chroma Rush that I have TAC Mag, which gives it 54 rounds in a magazine, you are getting a pretty decent chunk of your ammo back with every single kill. But I think something of note is that you really don't need to go infinite. I think that's what everyone tries to do with subsistence, which is possible, but if you change your perspective on this perk and you don't look at it as like a wombo combo to go infinite, and rather just look at it like probably the best extended mag perk in the entire game, then you start to realize its true power. Because, I mean, think about all of the different perks you're going for in a PvE God Roll that are really just glorified extended mag perks. I mean, Overflow, fantastic perk, I'm really high on it, but you're using it because you pick up special and then it doubles your magazine size. That doubling of the magazine is really a key factor of that perk. Ambitious Assassin, right? A featured God Roll perk, especially with stuff like grenade launchers, get a kill, doubles your magazine size. Wow, fantastic, right? Reconstruction from the Deepstone Crypt on the Heritage and stuff. Again, it's a glorified extended mag perk, but it's cracked out of its mind, so everyone absolutely loves it. And of course, all of these different perks have their different nuances and uses, but subsistence is in that category of something that will dramatically increase your magazine size as long as you're getting kills. And so, in practice, in-game, was it worth getting this roll? I would say probably yeah. I mean, I did spend maybe too many resources on this thing, honestly, but the roll is fantastic in PvE, and honestly, you could rock this roll in PvP as well. Subsistence has started to climb up the ladder in that part of the game because now it has no downsides, and if you can start chaining it with a high damage perk, you can really go on some absolute streaks. However, with the Chroma Rush, I think potentially heating up or dynamic sway reduction might be the better choices in this slot. But for PvE, it's absolutely gonna be subsistence. However, admittedly, Feeding Frenzy is a very close second. And with this combo, you have legitimately one of the best primary weapons in Destiny 2 right now. People have said that this is an SMG meta for PvE. Well, because the Chroma Rush is a 720 auto rifle, I think these are really well positioned within the current PvE meta, because this is going to function like an SMG up close almost all the time. Like, this goes toe to toe with a 900 RPM SMG. Maybe that is going to kill just a little bit faster, be a little bit more efficient, but then the Chroma Rush is significantly better at those medium to even longer range engagements. So you have a much more versatile weapon than a 900 RPM SMG. Not to mention the magazine size is wild. 54 with TAC mag, even higher with something like extended or appended mag, and God forbid you put on a backup mag, it's going to go even higher. Whereas SMGs are sitting around 30 rounds in the magazine. They have really small magazine sizes, and so they completely rely on those reload perks, Feeding Frenzy and so on, so that they can, extend their magazine essentially by getting to the next magazine as fast as possible. Whereas with the Chroma Rush, because you have such a huge magazine size, you get the luxury of using something like Subsistence, where you say, okay, why don't we just not reload? Why don't we extend the base magazine as long as possible and potentially negate the need to reload entirely? Or you can kill an entire group of enemies and then reload when it's safe. So it's a different style of gameplay that the 720 autos give you the luxury of enjoying. And so guys, the Chroma Rush is absolutely a weapon you want to get a PvE God Roll for. I do think Subsistence plus Rampage is overall the best combo. However, it can also get Feeding Frenzy, and Feeding Frenzy plus either Rampage or Kill Clip is a heck of a combo as well. This is honestly one of, if not the best, kinetic primary weapons for PvE that we've seen since the Steel Feather Repeater back from Season of Dawn, and that is a heck of a good gun. And And so guys, that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you guys want to see more Destiny 2 content similar to this, don't be afraid to slap that subscribe button. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickKackis. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.